Hi everyone, hopefully you've had a good time drawing and practicing from some of the other videos that I've made. This is Mr. Lindsay again with another drawing for you. We're going to go ahead and try another animal and use some simple shapes like we had before. We'll start off with a square for our animal and then try the same animal again with a circle. So let's go ahead and get started. Start off with a nice easy square. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to go ahead and add to the outside of the square first, and then we'll work to the inside. So on the outside of the square, go ahead and draw a long line, have it curve around like this, back in, and then back in like that. Okay, and then I'm going to add another line to it, right about there. Now on this side, draw another one going up like that, and another line on the inside. Okay, looks like two large ears. You probably have an idea of what we're drawing just by that. Now let's continue and add a curve with a bump right here, another curve with a bump right there, and along the bottom edge we'll draw two straight lines, and two ovals along the bottom. Okay, and now we can add this piece here. This will look like a tail. So obviously we have a bunny rabbit going right now. Now on to the face. Let's go ahead and start with an oval, maybe about here for a nose. Two long curves, giving it a smile. And then I saved some room for teeth in the middle. Okay, now the eyes with this. On this rabbit I like to make it kind of silly and I make some goofy eyes. So for the eyes we'll just do that side first. Okay, and then instead of drawing it all the way to the middle, we could, but I'm just going to leave it like that, like the letter C kind of, and then I'm going to do another one over here but bigger, and then connect it. Okay, some of you may have drawn eyes like that before. The pupil on this side and the pupil on this side connected in the middle. Makes them look a little silly or goofy that way. Alright, now a few more details. We need the lines on the paws, and we probably want to add some whiskers. There's my whiskers, and my rabbit is pretty much ready to color at that point. So I have everything done. I can choose whatever color I want. A lot of times I'll use gray for rabbits, but I know rabbits can be all sorts of different colors. Our rabbit at home, we have a pet rabbit, and it is mostly black with some white in it. Some white on the paws and around his nose. Okay, so get a nice gray in here. Okay, this part I could do a different shade of gray. I could leave it white. I could maybe add some pink. I don't have a pink handy right now, so I'll probably just do a lighter shade of gray in there. Okay. Pink does make sense. I just don't have one right by me. Color this. Try to fill it in as smooth and as neat as you can. You don't have to press too hard, but hard enough that you can see the color in there. Okay, and I'll go ahead and maybe add a little gray on the tail. Maybe I'll leave a little white in there. Add some gray to the legs. Maybe I'll leave the paws white. Okay, just for fun we'll leave the paws white on this rabbit. And then the body, the main part here, I might just shade it around the edges. Instead of coloring it solid gray, I could go all the way around the edges with my gray and leave it white in the middle if I want. Sometimes that looks nice to give a hint of the color without completely filling in the whole shape. There, something like that looks pretty nice. I could go back and darken some areas too, add a shadow. Get really dark here. Add a shadow along the edge of the leg, the edge of this leg, maybe along the edge here. Okay, shadows like that look nice sometimes too. Alright, now one thing I did miss, the nose. I forgot about that, and I'll go back to my marker since I have it right nearby, and there, leave a little bit of a white spot, and it kind of looks like a little highlight there. So our rabbit is all set. Now, we talked about this before, and we can draw the same animals with circles. So I'll draw one pretty quickly now that we know how. And we'll draw the same thing with a circle. So we'll start off with a large circle here. Okay. We'll add the ear and the other ear. Okay, and then we can add our leg with the paw at the end. Two straight lines, ovals at the bottom, and then we can move on to the face. Oval nose, mouth, teeth, and our silly goofy eyes. I've missed one thing, my rabbit's tail. And then the little lines on the paws. And I pretty much have the same rabbit, just with a circle instead of a square. Same idea. So we can draw these animals with many different shapes. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time.